прикольно, я не знал, что можно включать отчет, когда уже лайв. Это активно для стриминга. Там еще в Турции есть команда, она тоже его визит. Это они запихали. Это без денег постых, что ли. Как прошел отпуск? Я вдохновлялся. Это Греция была, да?
Я давно хотела съездить, и вот в этом году получилось.
Такой кайф, такое море красивое. Там, по-моему, больше Европы. Окей, мы же live, sorry. Welcome, Ulzhanai Bissarinova, data scientist, ex-product manager of first language app of Kazakhstan, Soyle app, now it's called mangisoz. Let me just, I will ping that we started. Because nobody show up. Yeah, somebody. I will just ping that we started and then delete it after 5 minutes. Yeah, I think in English, okay, right? In English. So foreigners will also listen from mostly they listen from the continent, not from US for some reason. It's YouTube. We have like 20-30 minutes of Ulzhanai's time. Questions I will, like, we know questions we'll ask, but people, please, you can ask additional questions. So about so mangisoz, today is called mangisoz. You identified like business requirements for this system. What was overall the product management role in ISSAI, in Nazarbayev University's Research University? What does it mean, product manager, for you guys?
Yes, okay. Thank you for your question, Askar, and overall for your invitation. I think I really wanted to share my experience because this was a new role, both for me and I think for ISSAI, because we never had any products in the past. So this was our first product, Soyle app. So the business requirements actually came up because we discovered that the speech-to-text and text-to-speech functionality was highly popular. We had some prototype which was previously launched on the website, but it was really short. Like you could speak 10 seconds, really short text. But we already discovered that our servers was overloading because people were highly using those features. So you could see it in social platforms such as TikTok. If you just type like ISSAI озвучка, you will see a lot of people were using that free services. They were not lazy just to put these small short audios together to accompany their videos, and I think it really become popular. So we saw this increasing trend for the interest in Kazakh language. Also ISSAI always does presentations and some educational programs across Kazakhstan and different cities and universities, and people were increasingly interested in those features. But the main step which made us to launch this product was a request from the Prime Minister office. So they were interested in translation services. So the big problem, which was I personally was not aware of, is that most of the governmental organizations or semi-governmental organizations and even some commercial organizations, they were lacking translation services because they were not allowed to use Google Translate or Yandex Translate services, as you have to input your personal data into these applications to make translation, and they didn't have this opportunity because their information was strictly confidential. And as you know, they always need always Kazakh version of any document when you have it. So we always have bilingual documentation.
That's amazing. I think people don't know that it was Prime Minister initiated. And ISSAI озвучка, how did you technically, and you say you understand that demand by ISSAI did presentations and you listen, people want ISSAI text-to-speech. You also said if you Google ISSAI озвучка, it will be like, do you have some logging system how you track IP requests, or it's just only orally some people call to you and ask this service?
Yes, basically, the servers we use at ISSAI, they are intended for research purposes. So we should like use them for training models and so on. But one of the servers which I was also using, it was sometimes not free, and we were not understanding why it gets busy. So it appeared that the workload was like getting bigger because of those requests. And there is a job which creates automatically, so we don't know like who is using it. So we discovered it was the job which was initiated by those users, and we just discovered it's getting like higher and higher in volumes. That's basically what I have experienced, and I asked from computer engineer who was in charge of monitoring those GPUs, and he told me that this inflow comes from that users. But I think this was just observation. It didn't really put us in the position to launch the product. We decided to launch it when the official request came from the Prime Minister office, because these are the end users who currently are using it and benefiting from this. So after we launched this product, we also made presentations in different forums, and we also discovered this problem is common to commercial organizations as well. So it appears that most companies have their in-house translator services, which cannot rely on Google or Yandex translators because of the commercial content they have into their documents. So this appeared to be a big problem, which we were not aware of. And because machine translation service, we could put it into one model, which was both doing speech-to-speech translation, the speech-to-text, text-to-speech, text-to-speech, text-to-text translation. So we just released it as one product, since all of those were ready to get launched.
That's amazing. So basically, for that question, your technical monitoring of GPU, and you even saw. But did you have text-to-speech services before? So really, you had other APIs, or how did you deliver?
No, we didn't have APIs. We had if you go to ISSAI, at some subsection of a product, you can see TTS service, and there was a small prototype, which was consisting of 6 voices. I'm not sure if it's now built in or no, but in the past, there was ISSA, I think some other people voices which were used for speech synthesis. So those voices were really, really good, because this was real dictators' voices which were used for training, and that people really if you type to TikTok, it says, I'm not sure if it pops up
Yeah, it
on
exists. I went there. It exists. Cool. I forgot. It's quite old, right? It was during the pandemic when you launched.
Yes. It was during pandemic, but it was free, and it also doesn't accept big inflow of audios, so you can just check it and just use for fun. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. I have a lot of questions, but I want to ask the mains. So, by the way, why it was working slow initially? Because probably I even asked you said some old servers, right? I don't know, someone told me it's old servers. And also in the same stack, I'll just ask you 2 questions. Second, off topic. Second about KAZ LLM. I know you gave KAZ LLM to Astana Hub, so it's not you're not supporting it. 6 months ago, students at KB2, they buy robot from China. They put LLM and they teach Kazakh language. You ask some command in Kazakh, she reply robot. And I asked, did you use KAZ LLM? And they said it was 6 months ago. No, KAZ LLM don't respond to requests. So they say KAZ LLM don't work. They use some American LLM. So who is supporting KAZ LLM today? Or it's
well, I think I can't really answer this question because I'm not really in charge of KAZ LLM. So, basically, our team is still supporting it. So if you just address your question in GitHub, because this KAZ LLM is still under our ISSAI account. So basically, I think ISSAI always responds to any queries which come to our inbox. So basically, you can either email at issai.nu.edu.kz or at the huggingface account. You can also message. We have a MLOps engineer who always in support and in charge of maintaining those models. So they probably can answer the questions. I don't really know what specific problems which those guys had, but if they address it, maybe they can get answers as well there.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So your advice for product managers, any not only product managers, any people who launch ML product, more of managerial side, what to look maybe 1-2 key things to focus on, because I had experience making some simple ML for warehouse, for logistics, and even simple computer vision was so fucking difficult to make it stable work. It took 6 months to make stable computer ML and warehouse, but still after some type of cargo changed, it all broke and we had to again stabilize.
Yes,
So
yes.
this is very difficult thing to manage the product on AI. Today even more difficult. So what you advise to focus if some young product managers they launch a new product?
Okay, thank you for the question, Oskar. I actually prepared small presentation, so where I want to just touch upon different factors which play a role while you launch AI product and how users perceive it and what should be done on the users end, because it's two-sided thing. So it's not like I'm launching the product and it becomes viral. You should really clients usually should make some effort. I'm not talking about B2C, but maybe B2B clients, if they want to make it part of their companies, they also should take account and some action in adopting it. So let me just share my screen and show my presentation. Okay.
I will put it. Meanwhile, I don't know. It's okay, or we can ask later. Question from Kaiyrzhan Seitkarim. Hi, Kaiyrzhan. How NU, насколько NU помогает карьером росте в сфере AI? Я не понял вопрос.
Okay, I can answer it. Kaiyrzhan, if you're comfortable, I can answer in Russian, yes, since question was in Russian. Вообще, NU помогает в том плане, что он помогает, если вы являетесь дата-сайентистом, да, или работником в ISSAI, который непосредственно занимается AI, или, например, у нас есть стажировочные программы, которые помогают студентам или тем, кто только начинает заниматься AI, да, вы там можете получить просто hands-on experience, да, то есть реальный опыт разработки и модели. То есть те модели, которые далее будут являться частью научных работ, научных статей, публиковаться. То есть это действительно серьезные работы, которые, то есть не той project, да, то есть это реальный проект, где вам нужно будет также какой-то innovation показать, потому что любая статья, когда она публикуется, в ней должен быть компонент инновационности. То есть мы не просто повторяем чью-то работу, да, а мы делаем что-то свое, новое, и вы можете в этом участвовать. То есть он дает такую больше техническую возможность общаться с людьми, которые делают эти модели, и самому также контрибьютить и таким образом расти. То есть я бы отметила, что можно получить очень большой опыт именно в техническом плане взаимодействия и создания модели искусственного интеллекта. Когда я начинала свой путь, то есть это был конец 2021 года, именно в Институте искусственного интеллекта и умных систем, то есть для меня очень большим плюсом было, что есть high computational resources, да, то есть есть суперкомпьютеры, на которых мы постоянно работали. То есть это та привилегия, которой у меня не было, например, на других рабочих местах. И, может, сейчас это не прям так тяжело, да, можно купить там платные сервисы, но на тот момент для меня это был прям очень хороший опыт, которого я в других местах пока не получала. Ну, сейчас, наверное, это уже меняется, потому что AI, он становится более популярным, ну, чем back in days, да. Вот, и, ну, в целом, я надеюсь, я помогла,
Спасибо.
ответила на вопрос. Да. Я тогда пройдусь, да, по презентации, если не против. Это у меня очень короткая. Оскар, вы, кажется, застряли. Алло?
Интернет. Я сейчас интернет переключу.
Хорошо.
А вы можете зашарить?
Давайте,
Пока вы
давайте.
не зашарили, потому что...
Да, я еще не шарила.
Вот, сейчас переключу.
Видно, да?
Так, наверное, мне надо баннер поменять. Я уберу этот баннер, а то он отвлекает, наверное.
Хорошо.
Нет, все нормально.
Нормально? Хорошо, тогда я начну. Видно, да, экран?
Да, отлично видно.
Все. Thank you a lot. I prepared really short presentation regarding return on investment in AI products. So basically, currently I'm the data scientist at ISSAI, and previously I was product manager of Sulab, currently called mangisoz. So this was the first product of ISSAI, which was working on native models, which was developed also by ISSAI. So that's why, like, I wanted to share some of my observations, so basically ROI is a metric which is universal, so it's not only used for AI, but for any business or applications which you can develop. So basically by ROI we can measure the success of investment which we put into the development of the product. So to calculate it, we usually take into account cost and the gain from investment we make. So you can calculate by this formula. This is just definition for beginning. The difference of AI product from any other product is that you have different components which you have to take into account apart from classic developers team, like backenders, frontenders, like designer. There are also other things which you need to take into account because we have AI model here. So first thing which we also make investment when it's AI product is data collection and labeling. So usually, to make your product unique and outstanding, you should have some new feature. For example, for our product which we launched, we had this Kazakh language features which were not part of any other alternative products which was on the market. So to make this, to add this uniqueness to your model, it usually takes data collection and labeling, and your data size should be considerable to make sure the model works well. So another part is model development or licensing. You should really put in some effort just to develop this model. So for example, classic products, most of them might not really have AI products. So when you have AI models, but when you have AI product, you always have model, and you also put effort into developing the model. So the third important point is infrastructure. So I think this is the highest investment in terms of money which you put into AI is for either renting the infrastructure or buying infrastructure for model training. So usually, I think for LLMs, you need much higher infrastructure. For our model, it was slightly less, but still you need some good computing resources to train these models. And the last part is talent and ongoing maintenance. So since AI itself is innovative area and you want your product to be unique and have some unique features, you also have good people, good professionals which know the depth of creating those models so that they can add this uniqueness and create innovative products, innovative models. So generally, to get the return on your investment, you should really like consider your users, because unless your users benefit from your product, you can't really make any returns on your product. So basically, we usually have to tell users why it's good for them, what kind of benefits they get from using the product. So for users, usually from AI products, they get cost reduction. AI usually use it for automating manual tasks, sometimes for reducing error rates or optimizing operations. So basically, users can get cost reductions using AI products. Also, users can get revenue growth. Because while using AI products, they can get personalization, enhanced customer experience, and some new features which can be presented by AI. So this is not specific to our product, but generally for AI products, which can be part of like your product. Apart from that, AI also helps to save time. So you can do faster decision making. Also, it's like all day long availability. So this is like things which is offered by AI, and you should really advertise your features to the users and convince them that this product is really useful for them in order to get your return on investment. So sometimes those benefits are tangible, but sometimes they're intangible. So we should really, it's not always measurable. So for example, the return you get as a user from using AI product is time saving, cost saving, productivity increase, revenue increase, but also the intangible benefit is that you get better experience while using AI product. You get skill retention and agility. So regarding investment, it's also people who like buy this AI products, they usually invest in resources and licenses, but apart from that, they don't always realize they might also invest data-wise, compute storage-wise, subject matter-wise, and also involved in even trainings, because especially this, I think, relevant for business users. So sometimes we encounter users who want fine-tune the models for their own needs, and they tell that they want to deploy this on their servers. If that's the request of the clients, they sometimes might make to also investment in terms of data if they want fine-tuned models. Also, if they want like personal to deployment on personal servers, they also should be ready to buy some compute and storage, and also invest like expert subject matter expert wise, because depending on their request, the model will be tuned according to their request. So this is like the parts which like users might not always be aware of, but this also investments they should make when they acquire like AI products, especially for business or enterprise level users. Also, there are several like not very seen like uncertainties. For example, when you get the model, when you get the AI product, sometimes people get really good results and they get good predictions, but they also should be aware that there might be some errors, because AI models are not perfect. They are not like 100% perfect, and we should be able to deal with errors and find turnaround methods how to deal with errors, because AI models are not always correct. This is like what we should mention while we talk about the return, that even though it helps to optimize things, we occasionally can get some errors. So overall, what are the challenges in achieving a higher return on investment while we work with AI product is that initial cost and integration complexity is quite big, because while users want to like integrate these AI products into their routines, they always ask for some proof of concept stage or pilot stage or trial stage where they want to test it out, and they want to be sure that this AI product it actually worth integrating into the business processes. So they usually ask for some trial period. So, for example, according to some Deloitte survey, 68% of respondents say that their organization has only moved like 30% with the AI project. So it means the rest of the projects are basically in pilot mode. Also, if, for example, we want to fine-tune the data, we ask clients to get accountability for the data quality, because reduced or bad data quality might also affect the training results. And the third, which is also important part, while you want to integrate some new AI products into the company, sometimes people need to acquire some AI skills, so they need to be able to work with new product. This also might take some time and extra trainings for people who want to use the product. So overall, organizations are mostly alert with some problems. Sometimes they worry about inaccuracy, which we get with AI models. Sometimes they worry about cybersecurity, like national security, explainability, or there are different factors which is listed here. So this is according to a survey by McKinsey Global for the, I think, last 2 years. So basically, as you see, mostly people are like worried about the inaccuracy, and in the second row they are worried about the cybersecurity problems. So I think this is a common problems which people usually face and they have when they use AI products. Overall, AI simulations in organizations, it depends on what kind of audience and what kind of organization it is. For example, if it's technical organizations, then it's pretty much straightforward to simulate it. The only part which should be taken into account is technical part. The workflows into which the AI products are like integrated, and when the organization also have the social factor, we also need to consider trust culture and skills and motivation to use it, because sometimes people don't have enough trust factor to get used to these new tools, and they might also not have enough skills or motivation. So this is like mostly the part which we should be considered while AI product we want to like integrate it into the organizations. So I think it also might be relevant to Sulia, because we have also not just B2C clients, but we also have business clients. And as I said, our primary client is like the governmental structure. But I think they have quite high motivation because they were doing it manually, and now they have instrument which does this automatically. But it might not be really evident for some other people who has the ability to use like the open source other products. So you always should have motivation for people to adopt this AI. Overall, the timeline to get your first return is quite different for different products. According to some resources like AI Today podcast, they say that when there is human involved in the AI product, so human in the loop process, so it's much higher chance to get your return faster. So when your system is fully autonomous, so it means no human is involved in the loop. This takes quite longer time to get your return, because when the system is autonomous and it doesn't rely on any human interaction, so in that case we have much higher responsibility, because AI product should have very small error rate. So it means we might basically invest more into developing models, more into data, just to make sure our error rate is small. So basically, according to IDC study by Microsoft, on average, like first ROI is given, like is reached within 40 months from the initial investment. So I think this is like the average figure. So that's basically it. I just wanted to add some context to how AI adoption goes along other with other organizations, and I think we also fit onto this, perspective, and we also face these problems. But overall, in my view, a lot of work should be put into work with clients, just to show why they need it, and also they should have this motivation to and the need for this tool.
It seems that you mentioned all the data quality issues. You delegate to deal with data quality to your customers, because you said you ask them to kind of provide. So you don't do this, right? Because some telecom companies, for example, Tele2, Beeline, they have dedicated data quality, data governance managers whose only job is to do processes, how to clean this, maintain. Is it how you work, deal with this data quality? Is it correct? You just receive already like clean data?
Basically, we haven't yet had this experience with working with real data, but I think my experience comes from the different company I worked with. So basically, we always need the help of the client anyways, because they should get involved into terminology or the expertise which they use. So it really can be like also maintained and implemented on our side if it gets paid, but generally we still need their help because if it's especially like some domain specific terminology might be there, so in that case client still needs to get involved.
Thank you. Another last question, actually, because we are out of time. So you mentioned social problems working with clients is a big issue. What is the biggest issue in launching mangisoz? Do you think it's working with clients?
Well, I would say, from my perspective, ISSAI is basically a research organization, and we never positioned ourselves as a research organization. But my personal background, I also come from some industry experience where I was working for businesses. So what I personally observed is that this lack of experience of working with as a business was really sensible on our side, because we basically don't have real business management part, which talking to clients and just giving them a really smooth experience. I think it could be improved on our side. So that's my point of view, because we are mainly technical team, and I'm also considering myself as a technical product. So my role was to build the team, to build the product, and to deliver it. But I would also put some effort to enhance the product part. But I think we are just building this part since we're new to this. But our end users were mainly governmental structure, so they are already using it. But if we want to enhance, probably some kind of effort should be done also on that part, because that's observed in other companies. They put a lot of resources to to maintain this business and the sales part as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you. Overall, I was doing typing all the transcript immediately. I will post it because a lot of value in this talk, because many people don't have access to this knowledge, information. Personal question, you can, maybe you don't answer it, or if you don't want, we can cut off in recording. So you say you're ex-product manager, and also you mentioned you're a technical product manager. Why you're not any more product manager in this project? Is it like some bureaucracy, political stuff, or you just don't want? You want to return more technical research and technical work?
Yes, thank you for your question. So basically, the second was the answer, which you told. So I basically consider myself as a technical person and a technical product manager. And as I told you, for enhancing this product further, I saw there should be some business-minded person who likes talk talking to people and managing clients, because it's a lot of communications. While I like to get involved into communications, like I don't want 100% of my time or even like half of it to be dedicated to communications only. So I still wanted to grow as a technical expert, as a data scientist. So that's why I returned to my prior position. But overall, I saw like the next person should really care and enhance on the business part of this product, in order for it to grow.
Okay, so there's no vacancy for product manager who doing sales right now.
At the moment, we have product manager Amina, like who is continuing to develop this product and the other products at ISSAI. But I think like the business part is really not up to me, because it's really up to the organization. It depends on the resources and strategy, and we are still like part of the university. That's why I think it's not really about like my decision-making part. So I just saw someone more business-minded should be at that position in order for this product to grow further.
Thank you. And last from Kaiyrzhan, which skills, knowledge valued if he wants to work at ISSAI as a master's degree or intern?
So basically, I think we value like technical expertise with hands-on experience. If you, for example, didn't have any, если на русском отвечу, да, если у вас не было там стажировок в прошлом, да, то вы можете просто какие-нибудь проекты делать, в GitHub их публиковать, да. То есть мы всегда ценим реальный опыт, реальные проекты, да, которые показывают ваши навыки. Но на самом деле просто аппликантов, которые подаются для стажировки, очень много, там более 200 человек подаются каждый год, а мест у нас очень мало, там 15-20 мест, да. И, по-моему, в этом году еще открылась платная стажировка, ну, там немножко послабее, да, как бы requirement, но если вы хотите на бесплатную стажировку, то, конечно, там очень competitive environment, и, получается, мы смотрим на грейды, да, в целом там брали вы курсы по ML в прошлом, если брали, то если у вас стажировка или проекты, которые вы были задействованы с ML именно уклоном, то, конечно, мы как бы больше этих людей берем, потому что все-таки стажировка, она у нас направлена на людей, которые уже что-то знают, мы их как бы уже на следующий левел переводим, а с нуля, то есть надо брать курс, если, допустим, человек совсем новичок, то нужно немножко получить hard skills, да, навыки, знания по ML, и потом уже переходить к практической части. То есть я бы сказала, что в ISSAI, ценится и дальше как бы, доводится до следующего уровня именно практические навыки работы с реальными моделями.
Супер, спасибо, Kaiyrzhan, за вопрос. Многим будет полезно. Спасибо, Ulzhanai. Давайте еще вас позовем на следующий проект, на котором вы работаете. Когда вам захочется, напишите, сделаем стрим. Но только после ноября. Сейчас это последний стрим этого квартала. Начинается работа у всех.
Я не заняла, приготовила презентацию, но если у вас были вопросы, я могла еще ответить.
Пока вот как бы все хотели, мы задали, а больше никто не пишет. Нормально.
В смысле, я не заняла, да?
Нет, все супер, супер полезно. Спасибо большое за ваше время. На связи. Удачи.
Спасибо, до свидания.